feel like everywhere I go on the internet, I see everyone telling you, you should price what you're worth, you should price based on value. If clients can't afford you, then they should go. And the messaging I partially agree with, but not 100%. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't believe that you should be basing your prices purely on value, and I'm going to explain exactly why. Hi, I'm Jody Ann Rowe, founder of the Event Certificate and EventPlanningTemplates.com, and I work with event planners and wedding planners to help them get more leads into their business. If you've been struggling to market your business and you're still not booking clients, head on over to my website, www.eventcertificate.com, and let's have a conversation. So I know right now value-based pricing and charge what you're worth is a huge thing online because I see everyone saying that, right? They're like, charge $20,000 for a package, it's what you're worth. And I don't completely disagree, don't get me wrong. But what I want to talk about in this video, I'm going to look at three things. I'm going to look at one, why you should not be basing your prices purely on value. Two, why you should not be basing your prices solely on costs. And three, the best solution to ensure that you're pricing effectively, as well as that you're attracting the right clients for your services. The first reason why I don't agree with value pricing is that value pricing is random. So often I'll meet clients and I'll look at their pricing, right? Because I meet so many clients who they're struggling with pricing. They're not charging enough or they think they're charging too much. And it's just all over the place. And I'll say to them, okay, so your package for this one is 7,500, right? Why are you charging that? And they can't explain to me why they're charging that price. Now, often that happens because they look online and they see their competitors, or they just assume that's where they should be because they're pricing based on value, right? So how do you actually get around that? If you're going to charge a price for something and you can't explain to me how you got there, then how do you know what your profit is? Right? And that's my reason for not charging purely on value, right? Because when you say you're charging on value, if I sit you down and you say, okay, I'm charging $20,000 on value, at the end of the financial year, when I asked you what your profit is, you don't go back and look and say, okay, well, value cost this and value brought me this much revenue. So, cost revenue minus expenses give me this profit. No, what you do is you go back and you're going to look at your expenses for running the business. You're going to look at what you charge, and then you're going to see your profit. So for you to do that, value-based pricing cannot be your only option. So that brings me to my second point. This is one that I believe everyone should start at. So I think that you all should start with the cost. It's essential to know the cost of running your business so that when you're setting your prices, if I asked you, your package is $7,500, you're charging that, how much are you making? You can say, well, it's $7,500 and it costs me $1,000 to actually execute this. So at the end of the day, my profit is $6,500. If you're not able to say that, then we definitely are having an issue. So here's what I'd like you to do. I want you to actually know the cost of doing anything in your business before you set your prices. So go back, sit down, pen to paper, and outline your costs. What does it cost you to purchase supplies? What is it costing you for your time? What is it costing you if you're hiring independent contractors to work on the day of the event? Those should all be included. You should know those things up front, because if you don't, then how do you not know if you're not making a profit? That's important. However, that being said, I don't believe that cost should be the only basis for your pricing. So look at it this way. One, I don't believe value pricing works on its own. Two, I do think you should know the cost, but it also doesn't work on its own. So my third point is what's ideal. So what I found works the best is actually combining cost and value pricing. So when I meet clients and I say to them, you're charging $2,000 for a package, what does it cost you? And they sit and they do the calculation and the cost is $1,500. I can see the eyes, right? I can see what it look, the shock in their eyes when they realize, crap, I'm only making $500 and I'm working with this person over 3 months, right? And that's what happens when you know the cost. However, now that you know the cost, what is the value to that client for this package? Because it's not $2,000, right? So, what is the value for this person to actually have a wedding day where they don't have to think about anything and they know everything is taken care of? Is that 7,500? Is that 10,000? Right? That's value pricing. Right? But as I said, value pricing and cost, they have to go hand in hand. That's the only way to find your optimal profit point, in my opinion. So if you're struggling with pricing your services, I definitely want you to have a look back at your packages. Look to ensure that every single package and price is at least meeting your minimum cost. Because if it's not, that means you're making a loss. If it is, it means you're breaking even, and you're not running a business to break even. You're running a business to make profit, right? And once you get to that point, then you can look at your value. So if you have any questions, drop them below this video and let me know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to link below this my pricing ebook that walks you step by step through the process of actually pricing your services. It also comes with a workshop if you'd like to join the workshop, where I take you through the reason why I recommend this and how to do your pricing in such a way that you're not only covering your costs, but you're making the maximum profit for your business. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.